Um, Hello, my name is Jordan, but you guys knew that. I'll be having some gameplay in the background. I'll be a bit more quiet than usual, but I'll have some gameplay of a double sniper that I still had, and I didn't really know what to do with. So, the reason I've been down, you haven't noticed that on YouTube or Twitch. It's just I shut down my Twitch, or not my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram, even though I don't use that, and my Facebook, even though I don't use that either. But the reason was some stuff have been happening in real life, so I felt like I kinda gotta get things straight. I owe that to the people that DM'd me. Sorry that I didn't respond. I just felt like I didn't, like I wasn't in a good spot to respond. I wouldn't have said anything useful, or I probably would have come across the wrong way. But to those of you that did send me messages asking how I was, that does mean a lot. Um, let's sketch a bit. I live together with my mom, my grandma, and my granddad. And Nuffle, of course. That's our kitten that we got like 3 months ago. She did bring a lot of hope and positivity into our lives, I'd say. But that wasn't enough, I guess. My granddad has always been addicted to alcohol, and not in the fun way. Like, he doesn't get tipsy, or he doesn't just drink to have fun. He drinks to forget. And when he is drunk, he gets really depressed. I don't even think depressed is the right word, but he gets upset, and that doesn't really help me, my mom, or my grandma. It just affects us in a negative way. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone about this enough, because it's really been boiling up, and I think this is the right way to kind of get things straight. I am pretty affected by how he acts when he's drunk. He doesn't get physical, like it's not physical abuse, but it is mentally very hard to get through. Always the same lines that come back of what he's accomplished in his life that I've heard a million times. Now that doesn't sound as bad as that might seem, or no, it doesn't seem as bad, but it's really repetitive. Always the same sentences of, I'm gonna take away all the money and leave you guys. Just really brings me down, and I don't feel like I can bear it any longer. It's been going on for as long as I can remember, and it's horrible. I've been feeling so lonely, and I really don't know what to do anymore. I have tried to take away all the alcohol in the surrounding areas, but he just goes out and gets home and drinks more. I don't know where he keeps it, but it's not fun at all. I don't think I need to tell you that. It's just, he can be a good man at points. We have our good conversations, our fun talks, we have our good moments, but it's just always the same thing that undermines all of that. And it's not fun to come home to have to ask, is he drunk again? Where is he now? Is he still home? Is he out drinking? Has he said anything? Usually I can put it off of me and laugh about it, because he says some pretty stupid stuff that just doesn't make sense. It's always our fault when things go wrong. We are always the antagonists. It's just not fun at all. I feel like I'm gonna say that a lot in this video. Everything else is going great, other than a bit of medical issues that I don't want to get into. That's just even worse. But the alcohol, that's kind of why some of you might know that in my streams I've said that I won't be drinking anymore, because I used to drink it a bit. I never went out to party or anything along those lines. I never did anything like that, but I just don't want any association with alcohol anymore. I can't bear it. It's just horrible. No beer, no champagne, nothing. I'll keep the bottles because I think they look good in my room, and they've been there for a while. Alcohol on its own isn't bad. It's just the way people use it. I feel like that's with everything, though. I do feel like I'm rambling on, but it does feel good to vent. I need it. I don't know what to say anymore. It's not the alcohol's fault. It's my granddad, and I know that. But when my mom is drunk, when my grandma is drunk, or drunk, tipsy at best, I'd say, we are happy. We can laugh a lot about everything. And he always gets so antagonizing, yelling at everything, at us, and I don't know how to react to that. I used to just ignore it, because, you know, there's always a tomorrow. He'll be better tomorrow, but that tomorrow is always after another tomorrow, and I really don't know how to go along anymore. I'm sure that a lot of you, or maybe, I hope not, but some of you might have had similar issues. If so, I feel for you. If not, I'm glad that you don't have to go through that at all. It's not so much as the mental struggle. Well, it is, but I just feel like everyone has their own problems, and I don't want to give anyone a burden they need to carry by listening to me ramble on about, hey, look how horrible my life is. I don't ask people for help. I'm really bad at that. If there's a problem, I most likely won't even admit it or talk about it that much, unless it's to someone who, or like if it's a very minor problem, but I'll most likely try to avoid it. It's been rough. It's been going on for, let's see, when I was like 14, my granddad took me on a trip to the Netherlands. Just us two, going about, driving, or I could have been 15, something like that. He said, you know, I don't drink anymore. and I was really happy about it. But when we got to the Netherlands, he ordered a beer, and I didn't know how to react, so I just went along and said, you know, if it's just one, I can live with it. Then we got home, and he drank more, and since then, I haven't been the same. That has literally changed me, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this is supposed to go on. I mean, I'm glad I could vent though. Thank you for listening.